Hello. How are you guys? They were yelling at me beforehand. They yelled at me about everything today. Can't get shit right. They yelled at me about starting up slow, the bikes, Colin Cowherd. I didn't agree with Chucky. Now I hate Stranger Things, and they're about to kill me before we started. That last part's a lie.
No, you complained about Stranger Things since it came out.
It made me fall asleep twice, bro. I can't do nothing whenever listen, I fell asleep like 3 times trying to watch Jumanji. Not the first one. The Rock's first version. So
you're not a fan of the
second one?
Yeah. The Soto sequel.
It wasn't, but okay. The sequel would have the dearly departed with us, but he's dearly departed. So
yeah,
they're being honest. I'm just saying, like Robin Williams is in it. I classify it as a sequel at any part.
They tie it into the first movie.
I tied my shoelaces. That doesn't mean anything.
I want to see if you can even tie shoes. I've seen wear any type of shoes that have a shoelace on it.
I don't need to. Thomas, I perfected it.
I missed you guys.
Anyways, missed you too. We're here to discuss horror Halloween movies in general. Doesn't have to be necessarily about Halloween, obviously, but 'tis the season to kill. So,
'tis indeed.
What you got to bring to the table today, young man? This is Scottula. Scott.
Every other derivative of the name, Scott.
Yeah.
I just want to discuss horror in general. Like I said, it is the season. I know we all love horror movies at some point in our lives, right?
Yeah. Something.
What is that?
Yeah, it really is. I was going to bring a picture of Papa. I forgot.
I have one on my Facebook. I was just looking at it, but I have one on my Facebook that's in my saved photos. So.
Yeah, I have like a whole thing of memes.
He brings that up because our grandfather was super into scary movies. Let me tell you something that this bastard did one day, and I'll call him that because he knows. I was like, listen, we watched. Okay, so you remember when Comcast used to have like I don't know if they do anymore, but the on demand. I'm sure they do, but the on demand back in the day, and they would have the free movies category, and it was whenever Rubber had came out. We watched the trailer of that, right? So I was like, no, there's no way he's gonna watch this. This is some dumb shit. So he's like, turn that on. Yeah, we need to watch that. I'm like, are you kidding me, old man? Are you kidding me? Rubber? Like, there's nothing scary about it. Like, he was dying, bro. I never seen that man, like, he just laughed for like 5 minutes straight. Like, it was gold. I was like, this is sad. You ran out of slashers, now you go down to this shit.
That was horror at its lowest point.
Bro.
When you have a killer tire.
A killer tire. Yes. Oh, I thought you knew, but yeah, that's what it was. It's a killer tire. I was like, this is out of hand, man.
It starts out simple enough. It's a slow moving tire, it goes up to the police, and they're doing a standstill with it. They're pointing their guns at it, right? It's like, what in the hell is this? And then all of a sudden, it goes backwards in time, and it goes through everyone it killed.
Bro.
At one point, if you remember, it actually went in a hot tub to relax.
Jesus.
I'm not.
Yes, bro. No. This movie, you want to talk about unrealistic shit. Like, this took the cake. Like, it was a tire without a rim or anything. It was just a regular tubeless tire. And it was running over people in the road. A girl in the previews was running from it. And I was trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
When you're trying to break into the industry, you'll do
anything. There's somebody that's like, yeah, we got a rubber tire movie.
To be fair, it's better than the Mummy remake. Who was supposed to be scary
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
I didn't see it. but I didn't hear good things about it.
Didn't have to.
It's your turn.
Didn't have to. It just sucked all around.
Why do they always make the trailers look so damn good?
That's the best part of the movie is in the trailer. So
Oh, bro, yeah. Especially lately, they didn't show the whole movie of a couple flicks in the trailer. They're like, so why do I need to go see it? You showed me the beginning, middle, end, the love part, the funny moments. I'm good. Thank you for the free movie. It was like if the Flash watched the movies, you know what I mean? You could run right through that. So, anyway. Just had to let you know about Rubber. That shit was fucking amazing.
I'm sure it's free somewhere. Just watch it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's probably they probably giving that movie out right now. Like they just sitting on the stock of it.
Well, considering it came out 2013, 14, I think.
No, I think it was before then. I think it was maybe 2012, maybe 2011.
That was about the time of like the Sharknadoes and the shark versus this and all that bullshit.
Do they classify as that as horror?
No.
Or is that like suspense or something?
That's thriller, suspense, yeah.
Gotcha.
God, I hope they're not this horror movie.
I hope not. That would be insane.
It has horror elements in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wonder if they would. Right. Well, I mean, do they classify as like that movie San Andreas that The Rock was in? That's a thriller, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know where the San Andreas where it had the earthquake?
San Andreas fault.
Yeah, wasn't that a thriller? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it was probably following.
But because that was like a natural
occurrence. Yeah.
Like A Day After Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which kind of was a horror movie.
So
shitty ass Geo story.
Yeah. Or the hurricane heist. That shit.
I haven't seen that one.
Why was that made?
There's a lot of movies I asked.
Yeah.
No, but no.
Like, I mean, that's a whole other podcast. Why was this made? Why was that made? Could you fucking give me a reason why this was made?
Well, what I mean by that is like, why was it made and distributed in the theater? That's a sci-fi TV movie. That's not an actual theatrical release.
There was so many movies that do that, and especially now, like I think people know like this won't end well in theaters. Let's just make it an indie flick or put it straight to DVD so we can just get paid and get some sort of response on it.
I'm all about a shitty movie, but I'm not about a shitty movie to go to the theater for.
How many movies do we see in a trailer that we're like, we just gonna wait to get it in a red box or something like that? Like, it's so many, it's not even worth it, you know? So, well, what is your favorite genre of horror? Because, you know, like, there's zombie, and you got, like, the costume killers, and, you know,
slashers. Yeah. I mean, they've been done to death, no pun intended, but it's just...
Yeah. And then you got the demonic ones. And, yeah. So.
Possession movies are always fun. If done right. They have to be done right. Like, I remember the exorcism of Emily Rose, or whatever the hell it was called.
Oh, bro.
Good God, that was terrible.
Whew.
And, like, The Nun, I think.
I didn't see that, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The Devil Inside.
Yeah, that one.
I actually saw that in the theater, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? Can I get a refund?
That's what they do, though. They gave you a few scary parts in the trailer, and then all the content, and it's just like... Yeah.
Well, with a movie like that, like, you hear the title, The Devil Inside, oh, this is going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's complete garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like the movie Devil when they're stuck in the elevator.
Oh, yeah. Me and Papa watched that, too. Whenever that came out. That movie was... I actually liked that.
It's okay now. I hated it at the time.
I thought it was... For the time, I thought it was like... It wasn't going to win any award or nothing like that. But if you ask me, was it worth watching with your grandpa on a Friday? Yeah, I watched that. It was cool. It was better than Rubber.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'll never forget that. I was so mad. He was so serious. Anyway.
More on Rubber later. But Devil, for what it's worth, tapped into this subconscious of, like, you're trapped in an elevator. So it actually brought a real life scenario to it, which is why it's aged fairly well.
What was that one movie? I don't know if this was thriller or horror. So don't nobody get upset. But it was like there was a room full of people, and they like there was a thing that would come around and like choose who had to die, and like I forgot what.
Saul?
No. It was like a bunch of people, and it was like aliens had came and took over, and they put a bunch of people through like tests to see who were like actual good people, who were like kind of Like really shit. Like yeah, it was like one of those like psychological thriller horror type things because like they would do certain things and talk about certain shit and yeah, it was pretty messed up movie. It was good. It was kind of like Elevator, which is why I said I don't know if y'all have seen it. So.
But to be fair, Saul was really good too for a while.
For a little bit, yeah.
The first two were good, then they fell off the cliff.
After 3,
we got Chris Rock remake.
Yeah. I wonder how that's gonna go.
Right?
Not well.
I hope it goes well, but you never know.
Because it's Chris Rock is the main character, right?
No, he's the
director. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
or the producer or something.
No, he's the director. He's remaking.
Yeah, he's not gonna be in it. I don't think.
Yeah.
So who's the main character?
I don't think it's gotten that far, or they haven't released anything.
I did watch that the other day.
Which one?
The first one.
That one is the most fucked up to me. Like it's just fucked up. Oh
20
god.
years later, I still can't watch a guy solve his own leg to escape a room.
That was just a fucked up movie, man.
Yeah.
Like it was super graphic. Like watching them do that. That was just like wow. Because the other ones, like after they burst your virginity with the first song, and the second song with some of the like trickier stuff that they did, not as fucked up to me, but it was still some stuff was like whoa. After that, it was just like, I mean, y'all could have did better. I'd have clipped his nuts off with some toenail clippers. I was just saying, like, I can think of some
Chris Rock, if you need help, maybe your offer.
Oh, good. Yeah, just slide me to Arlie and Vegeta for the troubles, bro. Call it even. Steven.
You just got demonetized. Congratulations.
I was never monetized. I don't got enough subscribers yet. We're working towards that. Once I get 1,000, I'll start watching them off more.
But
dog can do Thomas.
One genre that got really, really old quick was found footage stuff. It all started with Blair Witch, and it all just.
I hate POV movies.
Yeah,
I hate it so much.
The first Blair Witch for its time was good, and then
I've never watched that.
Really?
Just because I don't like POV movies. Like the only one I actually liked was.
I mean, that was out way before it was even a thing.
99.
Yeah, that was like.
Like the only POV movie I actually enjoyed was The End of Watch with Jake Gyllenhaal and he's the cop. It's the only POV.
That wasn't too much POV though. That was.
It had a lot of it.
It did, but it was mixed more than most of the ones you see.
That's probably why I like
it now. But that's how Blair Witch was. Blair Witch wasn't so like
anything I've
all
seen,
the time.
It's the dude dripping, the snot coming out of his nose. It's the only thing I've ever seen out of it.
No, it's like an actual movie, but it's just super. Like that movie was twisted.
And then it came out. Then I think recently, like a couple months ago, the video game came out. 20 years after the fact, but it's fine.
Who cares?
It looks decent.
Does it?
If it wasn't a Blair Witch game marketed that way, I'd play it. But since it's Blair Witch marketed,
are Alien and Predator thriller or horror? Because it's Predator horror.
I think Predator's a horror movie.
That's what I think. I thought Predator was shit.
Honestly, you got a whole computer. We have 3 smartphones. It's not like the old days, Dave, when we didn't have that to use.
Let me whip out my encyclopedia.
Right?
Predator.
I will say one of the best horror video games, like based off a movie, was like
on
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Predator's thriller.
That's weird. That's weird.
So like Nightmare on Elm Street, when it was on the NES, when you were playing Freddy. That was one of my favorite horror games.
Conversely, the worst was Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
I play that for shits and giggles. I don't.
Oh, the new one?
No, the old
one.
The old one.
That's not even played the new one yet.
That was on Nintendo.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and show them, but I didn't look up the thing.
How dare you?
Neglecting
your audience like that. Good job.
Just bear with me. And then Scott isn't even. I don't have the third, or Thomas isn't hooked up to the thing.
Jesus, dude.
Well, we didn't use it whenever me and Cody. Yeah, you guys can see it now.
Are you talking about the
Predator show? Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you said my mics weren't hooked up.
No, it's hooked up, but not to, I got to do it in different scenes. So that's the main camera, scene 1, and scene 2 is the internet. Then you got to also hook up mics to the next scene. So I didn't do that, but I mean, I won't do that too much.
Good job. Anyway.
Just if we show something, you got to shut the hell up.
Alright.
Cause ain't big anyway. So you cuss me the fuck out. But they might hear you through the other side.
For years.
Now's my chance. I'm gonna turn this to a horror movie real quick.
Fighting cousins works okay.
He's like, I got the body back.
I got shit.
So which one is you guys' favorite genre type of horror?
I mean, slashers are mine.
Yeah.
Why so?
I mean, that's what, like, every Halloween, we would go trick-or-treating, and my mom, we would go home, and my mom would put on Freddy, and then we would watch a Jason movie, and then go to bed.
That's what keeping you watching horror movies for 50 years? You'll enjoy them to enjoy them? Like,
I mean, I like them now, but it was just the time. With
well, I'm saying, like, as an adult now, like, why are you stuck with slasher? Because whenever I was a kid, I liked slashers, but now that I grow up, I'm more like zombie movies now. Like, if it's done right.
Movies, but slashers just have a place in my heart.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, your favorite. My favorite is zombies.
I still love slashers. Like, when they kind of quit doing them and went to paranormal, I was so pissed.
I know. I heard.
I was so pissed.
I heard from you enough. You were not happy. Every time we would go to a movie, we would see the trailers and it would be a paranormal. He said every time. He's like, and then they filmed this shit and gave up slashers.
Well, I mean, you can easily tell how they did that scene. Like, when Jen and I went to see Paranormal Activities, I was fucking up the whole movie for like 3 rows behind me, but I was telling her how everything's happening.
That movie was wild. That series is like wild. Some of it ain't even scary, and some stuff is just like, what the fuck? It's a scam likely. That's what my phone says. It's a scam likely. That's what it says, bro. Turn that off. It does it every time. I blame you, Thomas.
Blame Thomas.
It was out a little. It still was picking up, but it was out a little. Jesus, dude. Thomas. No,
the only paranormal shit I watch is Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures. Yeah. And I don't know why he watches that, but then has a problem with the movies. Like, they aren't the same thing, pretty much.
Well, that's real life.
I don't think so.
Deductive reasoning.
I don't think so. I think it's all man on the string, the wires, sound effects. It's all planned out. Make Thomas look scared.
I'm even scared.
He'd be at home like, did that really just happen? I heard it too.
No, when Zach did a documentary called The Demon House, and I was actually doing that shit just because of the stuff that was happening in that house.
See? Told you. Can you imagine watching seasons of Ghost Hunters or Adventures?
I don't watch that stuff. So.
Ghost Hunters fucking suck.
Ain't the same thing?
No. It's 2 different shows on 2 different networks.
I don't know. Tom don't really.
I'm just telling you. I'm just like Ghost Hunters went with a giant production team, and they had a whole bunch of people. Like Ghost Adventures go with like 4 or 5 people, and it's just them locked in a house.
You want to go to a ghost house?
No, let's take the haunted houses. Oh, good. Well,
see, I don't even go to haunted houses because I'm afraid somebody's jump out. I'm like, oh shit, my bad, dude. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to go to jail for assault.
True story. There was a lady in Florida suing someone for doing that.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't go.
So,
why risk me going to jail for 2 seconds of fun?
I mean, I think that they should not be allowed to touch you because I just feel like if you touch me, yeah, like you can pop out and scare me all you want, but as soon as you touch me, I'm fighting you, bro. Like I planned all day, every day mentally for this moment. I'm telling you, bro, whenever I was a kid, I was a fucking chicken. So anytime I like Jeepers Creepers, I won't go. Like we're not watching it. Like I had showed Ebony the scene where Derry went down into his basement and saw the fucking dome of people that was sewed against the wall and gutted and shit. I was like, dude, no.
Like, I'm not even allowed to bring it up. I'm not allowed to bring Jeepers Creepers up at all.
The third one was cool because they did a little thing, and then the second one was more or less funny, and it had like a little intense part. But other than that, like those were fucking candy cane and ice cream compared to the first one. That shit was like, what the fuck is going on? Then he still took him at the end of the movie and gutted his ass in the basement too. I was like, see, nope. I'm not going in the country in the springtime, and I ain't going in my basement ever again. Deal. We got it figured.
Now I know when comes to my house. Okay.
I heard you be hanging out with him, bro. I can't be around that kind of negativity. Jesus. You gonna get me slashed the fuck up by a fucking ninja star made out of somebody's belly button, bro. Cool. That man was a savage. I mean, Jeepers Creepers is horror.
No, for sure. But
is there any movies that y'all ever had that just like as a youngster, like that you watched
up for a while?
Fucked you up, bro.
Well, yeah. I think that
Ashley, my sister Ashley, she's afraid of. She didn't go see the new one because of the old.
Well, no, like I just watched it when I was like 7, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to the bathroom.
I watched that and Killer Clowns, and I didn't think. I was just like, oh, Ronald McDonald's buddy.
I would say that's another movie I haven't seen yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, you gotta watch the good stuff, man. You watch too much Ghost Adventure.
No, I'd be stuck on Freddy, Jason, Chucky, Leprechaun, Michael Myers.
That was my first horror movie ever. I was 6.5 years old, and my aunt shows up Chucky, Child's Play 2. And remember that My Buddy doll from way back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
I had one, and I chucked it in the garbage the next day.
I ain't mad.
I swear to God, it moved. Swear to God. And I'm like, nope, not doing it.
He was watching Chucky a little too hard.
But like at the same time, it's my favorite horror movie ever. Like, it's hard because like it's not classified as a possession movie, but it should be.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's possessed as a
yeah.
doll.
But it's not considered that. It's
That's-
just a straight horror movie.
That doesn't make sense.
Because
Right.
his soul had to go somewhere,
Right.
and it just happened to be in that doll. I love that movie.
I mean, it was very evident.
Right.
Like they pretty much like you can't do anything more. You know, like they did the action of like
The whole ritual.
yeah, the whole like all of it. So that's what I'm like. What do you mean? I guess.
That's another genre. Think about it. For ritual movies, right?
Yeah.
You got Ouija, you got The Craft, you got Chucky, sort of. Evil Dead to a certain extent, which is also my favorite.
Oh, I love Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Like-
Dope. That new one was good.
Yeah.
That one was
It
good.
gets trash though. I don't know why.
I don't know either. I liked it.
The ending of that movie
Because-
alone.
The reason is
Especially-
because people can't take like the old one and the new one and just separate them as two different movies. They hear remake and then immediately hate that movie. Like they don't even give it a chance to.
Think of the culture of that.
Hmm.
You hear them remake something under the same name, and people get instantly pissed off because like,
I do that only if it's a movie that wasn't made in the fucking like 60s or some shit. You know, like my cutoff limit is like anything made like after or before Pulp Fiction. Go ahead. 'Cause, you know what I mean? It needs it. You know, you could do it more justice. But like if somebody said that they would go do another Pulp Fiction, I'm like, just blow up Hollywood, bro. Just blow them up. Like we get it. You can do remakes, but that doesn't mean you should. You know?
Right. Robert Englund's coming back and doing Freddy one more time.
yeah,
That last Freddy was pretty solid.
the remake.
Yeah.
That was a straight remake.
I mean, it was pretty solid.
Yeah, I thought it was decent. Like, of course, I wanted Robert Englund in it.
Yeah.
But it,
I mean,
for what it was,
get what you can get though.
I just like how they went into his backstory more.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. I love that movie for like what it was, and at the time that we didn't, because that was like right before like the paranormal stuff got super big, but they were out and they were coming.
Right.
But like we didn't have too many like I mean Freddy, Jason, now Pennywise and Chucky. They surviving the test of time. I think.
And Michael.
Yeah. That's because Rob Zombie though. To be honest.
Well, that and the new one that they just had.
The new one Dan Elfman did was actually better than Zombies.
Yeah.
Because
The second one was.
I only two garbage.
Yeah, I love watching Rob Zombie movies, but that one was bad. Like he should have been like, "Nah, I'm walking away."
Because the pale white horse and the different kid and Laurie Strode throwing on like.
Yeah, it was. They were doing too much, and it looked like shit doing it.
Well, I don't know the quality was bad. It's just like you just said, like they just packed all the Halloween movies in one movie.
Well, my only issue with the new Halloween movie is like they erased the rest of them. Like it goes from that Halloween to the new one.
That's what they did with the Terminator. That's why you confused with like what the fuck is going on sometimes. Like it's certain franchises like that. Like just stop. Like I hope that they don't do another it for at least 50 to 60 years. I'm just being honest. Like,
I mean, if they do, they're gonna try to do that 27-year thing.
Yeah.
Just because it was 27 years since Tim Curry's, and then
probably.
I was actually watching something where the release date, if you add up all the numbers, it's 27.
Wow.
Like they were asking like the cast stuff, and I can't remember his name. The dude that stays in Derry and brings everybody back. He was reading it.
Dude, yeah.
He was reading it, and right before he said, he threw the iPad and like, what? And they picked it up and he read it. He said, "Don't read that shit again. I threw it for a reason."
I ain't mad at him. That's just creepy.
But that's why it was so good because, you know, there's so many aspects of that.
Speaking of it, I'm not happy with the ending of the second one. The second part.
With them defeating it?
Yeah,
completely?
like I didn't like how that happened. Like after the dude got stabbed or whatever by Pennywise when he turned that tarantula.
Oh, Eddie.
Yeah, and after that, like that was not the ending. Was just like y'all was up here, and then it just slowly, because like it's just like it was a few things. Like the first thing was it's like it was kind of like a movie about bullying, and then they ended up being the bullies in the end, and then he died like all types of whack, you know, and then it was just like kind of misdirection with him and the lights and all that. Like it was just like, oh, like I didn't like it. I thought it could have been better. I know I'm in the minority here. Hey.
I saw one, so I like the first remake more than the second. So
yeah, I like the first part, and I like most of the movie. It was just like the very end, like the very end.
I thought the beginning of that movie was kind of fucked up. Where that?
Yeah, I thought it was fucked up, but in a good way,
right?
For a lot of reasons. So
I mean, like the guy beating the hell out of the gay guy and throwing.
I don't think that was cool or anything. Yeah, it's a movie. They were trying to tell a story.
My only issue with that is the fans saying that Pennywise was homophobic because he killed a gay guy.
I don't care about that. He killed so many straight people.
Right.
I don't.
Oh, speaking of that, John Wick, I just read a thing that John Wick killed more people than Jason and Michael Myers combined.
Right? Yeah. Bruh,
I just read that before I came over there. I was
like, I'm not surprised. I just watched John Wick 3 and I'm like, holy shit, the way he would kill people.
See, I didn't like that one as much as I did the first two.
It's a good one.
I didn't like the second one as much.
I didn't like the story they put behind it.
I love it. I love it though. So I'm just saying that we had to rank them. It'd be 1, 3, and then 2 for me.
Yeah, mine would probably just go in order.
Yeah, my wife would agree with that. I took her to see John Wick 2, and she just sat there for like after it was over. She's like, "Really? That's it?"
She wanted more. Whoa. She wanted it now.
I mean, some of the stuff,
just the way it ended, was unsatisfying.
But they did that so they could set up 3, and they ended 3 kind of like.
Well, they said they're new. They said 4's coming.
Yeah, so. They announced that like the day after it came
out. So as they seen the numbers, they're like, "Yep, we're doing it."
Well, I'm sure they was gonna do it regardless, just because they already filmed it and the ending, you know. So they already probably had plans to do whether.
Well, you would think that, but then the Golden Army, Hellboy 2.
But that's Hellboy. That's just Hellboy. At least all of the John Wick movies have done good. Hellboy. Not.
I was messing with Jenner.
Pretty much.
I was like, you know how you're really not a comic book fan? She was like, how? Like, you liked Hellboy 2.
Who liked that?
But see, I liked the new one too. I liked
it. I just thought it was rushed. Like
it was rushed,
super rushed. Like,
well, they rushed that whole process. Like he got done with Stranger Things. They said you got 3 months to get into shape, and then they told him he only had 8 weeks. So he had to work out like every day, and he only eat boiled chicken and shit. And
I don't know what their problem. I just know like they were scene hopping like, and I'm not talking about the 1, 2, 3 number scenes. I'm talking about like 1 minute they was here, 1 minute they was here, 1 minute they was here.
Right.
Like, I know my problem with the second Deadpool is like they was only in like 3 places. But 3 and then in Hellboy, they was in like 10 different places and like you couldn't keep up with the story because it was all the scene changes plus all the action. It was just like,
I like
the
the
fuck?
second. I like the newer one more because it was more towards the comics.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the first Hellboy, it was really good. Don't get me wrong, but it was more because Ron Perlman was Hellboy than it was Hellboy. And on this, it's kind of like an unknown actor, kind of. If you don't.
I mean, I don't blame Ron Perlman for that. I just think like the first one was lacking with trying to start that series off wrong because it just kind of just started really slow and it was kind of like, I mean, to your point, like they paid attention more to just Hellboy than how everything can complement the fact that we have a great actor playing Hellboy because he did great as Hellboy. Like to me, like flawless damn near. So I don't have any problem with him being Hellboy. Yeah, I don't have any problem.
My only issue is like he looked too much like Ron Perlman and not Hellboy. Like it looks like he just got his face painted.
Ron Perlman kind of looks like Hellboy, though. So that's the problem. It's like Wolverine, like Hugh Jackman. So
yeah, if you
he was born to play.
If you would take like a foot off of him, yeah, because Wolverine's only supposed to be 5'3", but
no fucking picky ass.
Now, see, you're gonna be mad whenever because they're saying they're gonna try to stay true to the comic books.
I don't care if they do that.
Because then he's only gonna be 5'3".
I don't care. Doesn't matter to me as long as I don't care as long as it's good and not trash. Because all the X-Men movies that wasn't Logan was dude.
I was about to say I still laugh when we went and seen Logan, and you did it, and then he died.
Because I don't like Civil War. I didn't want to read. I didn't read that. I don't like reading stuff that they're gonna make a movie of. Because I rather watch it. Like I didn't read it. Like I don't read certain things that have movies because the books and the movies are always different. And I don't want to be that person. Well, this happened in the book. Like, well, shut up. That was stupid. You couldn't even. You can really tell me you can see the words that you're reading. Fuck that imagination.
I was say then you definitely don't want to watch Harry Potter with Alex. Jesus.
No, see, that's one of the things I did read. I read the first 3 books of Harry Potter. It was small things. It wasn't nothing dramatic.
There's stuff that you can do in a book that you can't do in film.
Yeah.
But as Alex
is like, in film that you definitely can't.
Like I watched like 4 of them with him one day, and he's like, that's not in the movie." I was like, "Okay."
See, I don't want to be that.
He was like, "That's not in the book." Okay. I'm like, "Alex, shut up!" And he kept doing it. I'm like, "All right, I'm done." Like he went to watch all 8, and I was cool. But after the 4th one, I'm like, "No, I can't do this anymore, bro."
Who is it that he was like? Was it Tom Holland? Maybe it was somebody that he was just like. Jeez, like, could you be more of a sexual dog? Like
Andrew Garfield and Spider-Man
was that, yeah, because I was like, bro,
every
I can't
time
watch you with him because he just
like, or it's the first one, like when he's laying there on the ground and his ass is kind of sticking up. Every time he's like, that ass. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
And it's not even that it was him doing it to a dude. It was just like I don't want to be watching a movie where like we get it, okay?
Like we understand that you're into like when Deadpool came out, he's seen it before me, which I was mad about anyways because he was trying to tell me shit, and I was like, dude, tell me something, and see what happens. He's like, I want to tell you this one thing. I'm like, what? You see Ryan Reynolds' dick? I'm like, why do I care about that?
Did you hear that? You gonna go see it again?
He's like, damn, he ruined it.
I'm both of them. But,
no, of course, Jenna heard that, and she's like, ooh, I wouldn't go see it. I'm like, you're definitely not going to go see it now.
Just how it looks like in KFC chicken. Anyway. So,
anyways.
Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah. I compiled a list of the 10 highest grossing horror movies. I just kind of wanted to go through them with you guys. It's number 1, obviously, from 2017. Made about $327 million. Which is the highest grossing horror movie since God knows when. But I know you guys like that movie, right?
Right.
You said It Part 1?
It Part 1.
From 2017?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Number 2 was The Sixth Sense, which actually is probably one of M. Night Shyamalan's better movies.
Right.
That movie is fucking weird.
I mean, aside from Split, it's probably the only Shyamalan movie I can watch. Which, that's another genre of horror, I guess, like the psychological one.
Which I still haven't finished that one either.
You need to. It's really good. Glass is good too.
Fuck yes.
That made $293 million back in 1999.
What did
6 Sense.
6 Sense? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to make sure you were on the same one.
Number 3 was Jaws, which for
The
time,
first one.
for the first one, but at the time, you gotta remember what time they came out. It came out in 19.
I'm sorry, that movie was so bad.
But in 1975,
Right, 75. That was cutting
That's one of
edge.
the movies you need to go back and redo.
I own all of them, like every single one of them, because they're classics. And that made $260 million back in the day. Number 4 was Ghostbusters, which I'm still on the fence about, but
Why you on the fence about?
it's not a horror movie.
We talked about it. It's more of a comedy.
It's comedy.
It's a parody of stuff like that.
It's still awesome.
Which Ghostbuster? Because I'm gonna be a dick.
From the 80s.
Okay,
The first one.
we're not talking about the one with all the girls.
No, not 2016. No.
Just letting you guys know. So whoever wants to be mad about that, but I'm mad about that. So,
Yeah.
and any real Ghostbuster fan, man, woman, child, alien, sperm donor, sperm bank is mad about that bullshit.
They actually created a comic book where them two worlds collide.
Yeah, it's kind of
I mean, that would probably be cool. I wasn't mad that the girls were in it, but it's just like, so you're making a Ghostbuster movie with none of the Ghostbuster original guys, and they're alive. Like, enough to where you can get some of them.
I mean, they were in it, just they weren't the Ghostbusters.
But that's what I'm getting at.
I know,
That's what they're making a remake.
right? Dan
can't
Aykroyd's actually doing it, so
All of them are actually, except for
Harold
Ramis.
Ramis.
But that made $242 million back in the 80s, which is pretty good. Fifth was The Exorcist, which is a good horror movie. Hasn't aged well, but
No.
it was made in 1973, so that made
That's another one. You can go back and...
no, don't remake it.
I mean, if you do it scene by scene, not like The Lion King, and you fucking do
they
it correctly.
only did like one different scene in that entire movie.
No, it's more. I heard people talk about it. It's way more than just one thing. It's not just one scene. It's not.
Oh no, there's a
exactly-
few.
It's not exactly like how it should be. If they do it like that, I think it could be good. It's just certain movies how they look could look better. Technology.
It Chapter 2 was number 6, which is no surprise. Made $195 million, not as much as the first one, but I think everyone was so hyped for the first one.
Yeah,
That's
because it
why-
was the first one since Tim Curry.
Yeah. So, and I love, how do you say his name?
Bill,
Starhart?
yeah.
Starhart.
something like that.
That's an amazing.
Oh
job.
boy, brother.
He said if they ever wanted to do another movie for some reason, like maybe do like his backstory all the way through, it's
That would
just
be
his
dope.
backstory. He was
Mhm.
down to do it.
Because they
Yeah.
kind of touched on it in the second one. A little bit.
A little.
Right, I want a whole thing.
Mhm.
Like,
I still want a Yoda backstory. That's for another day.
yeah, we're finally getting the Mandalorian. Finally,
And then number 7 was Get Out, which I think is like one of the best
Woo.
horror movies of
Bruh.
the decade.
So when
Trust
David-
those fucking white men, boy.
when me and David were sitting there watching that,
Like,
like we were literally on the edge of my couch watching it, and Jenna walked in. She's like, "Are you guys okay?" And we both like, "No, we don't like white people."
it was real,
We
bro.
were like, "Jenna, get out."
I love Jordan Peele's take on horror movies.
I haven't seen Us yet, though.
Oh my god, it is worse.
You won't like
It is. It's worse. It is so fucked up, and I'm not playing that.
That ending alone.
Bro.
fucked me up.
Bro.
I just sat
You know
Bro.
what he is. He's done more than two bros.
No, it was real. Oh my god! Like I was like, it's not creepy enough that y'all took. I got 5 on it and made like one of the creepiest fucking songs ever. You did the most amazing script, the most ridiculous plot twist. Like it was like 3 of them,
that bait and switch though at the end. Is
Bro.
the most fantastic.
bro.
You gotta see
It is
I'm gonna have to
flawless.
hit up our site after, when I go home tonight to watch it.
But bro, you gotta.
It's good. It's good.
It didn't make nearly as much as Get Out, but it came.
After we do the
close.
Funko one, we might sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking good, bro. My bad.
I will take.
Hold on, no. I've been popping. Oh wait, we was talking about Get Out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then number 8 was Halloween, the remake of 2018.
18, you said?
The one with Jamie Lee Curtis back then.
Okay.
The day
Yeah.
opening.
Did we see that one?
We didn't see it together.
Okay.
No, we weren't on terms at that time.
I waited just because, like, I have such an affinity for Michael Myers. I just
Right.
didn't want to, like, ruin it again.
Mm-hmm.
Because after the second Halloween movie, I'm like, okay. I'm going to go back to watch the old ones from, like, the 70s and 80s. I mean, I know those are shit. I get that.
I didn't think they were that bad, though.
But after 3, it was like, after he wasn't in the fourth one, even though he's on the title card.
Freddy's movies, though.
Freddy's movies.
Timeless classics to me.
Yeah.
Freddy's
Dreamcatchers is still my favorite.
The Dream Child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my favorite line in any Freddy movie, he's talking to the chick that watches TV all the time.
Oh.
And he just slams her through the TV. It's like, it's prime time, bitch. And like, oh.
So, ironically, I was listening to Nightmare on My Street on the way over here. The DJ Jazzy Jeff from Fresh Prince.
Mm-hmm.
You know the beat that they do all the time?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's their song.
So how do you guys feel about Freddy versus Jason? Or did you feel about it?
I actually just watched that a couple days ago.
At the time, I was excited. And it was like, the fight scenes were good. The stories.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
But it was more just the all of having them both on screen at the same time.
Yeah, the story didn't make sense until, like, Freddy and him would talk. Or really, Freddy would talk
Right.
to him, and they would be, like, it would just be them in the fight scenes, and they would talk. But other than that, it was like...
Conceptually, like, the idea that Freddy embodies Jason's mom. Right?
Mhm.
That part was cool.
Yeah.
Because you could really fuck with that.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like, the kids and, like, the hospital, yeah.
My thing is, I didn't understand he was trying to bring fear back as, like, Freddy's back.
Mm-hmm.
But Jason only has one slash when he kills people. Freddy had 4. So they...
I think I had 2.
Jason only has one with when he does the machete. So I don't see how they connected that to Freddy whenever Freddy leaves 4. That was my only confusion during the movie.
Well, didn't he kill all those kids at the rave?
Yeah, he killed all the people at the rave, but none of them were asleep, so it couldn't have been Freddy.
Fair enough.
Besides the one that passed out, almost getting raped, that's probably the only one that Freddy even could touch.
That shit was fucking whoa.
That dude was actually on fire walking through there.
Jesus.
One of my favorite scenes, it's probably sick, but whatever, is like, you know...
I mean, we're talking about horror movies.
The part where Jason is going through camp as himself as an adult. And Freddy's like doing the camp counselor, and he's like turns around and like laughing at him, like, why didn't you just kill him then? Like, do it now. You're in the
This
dream.
bitch is dead on her feet.
She is dead on her feet. Number 9, oddly enough, was Scary Movie. Scary Movie way back in 2000.
The second one was funny.
It
bro.
was a horror, though.
It was a horror movie.
I don't know. To me, they both tied.
Bro, I think
can't
the
choose.
second one's the funnier one.
Scary Movie 1 was just fucking gold, though. And Scary Movie 2 was just like that cherry on top of the franchise. Like, this shit is...
That's when they should have stopped. They should have gone on after that.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of horror genre that doesn't really need to be explored. Like Chucky did, obviously. But Chucky can do those things.
Yeah, he's a fucking
He's a
doll.
doll. So, but to make a whole parody genre of horror movies, it was a bit much. And a very underrated horror movie. And Scary Movie made 159 million somehow. Number 10 was a really underrated horror movie. What Lies Beneath, from the year 2000. It's a really good movie. You should check it out sometime.
I haven't seen that one.
I'm about to see it right now. I'm going to pull it up. Lies Beneath.
Kind of sounds like that movie.
Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yep.
Well, guys. Okay.
It was a decent. It had horror elements to it.
Okay, because it says drama mystery.
Right, but it
So-
had horror elements to it. It's
Got
kind of
it.
like
Are you talking? Are you thinking of that one movie with Leonardo DiCaprio when they were stuck in that?
That Shutter Island.
Yeah.
That's psychological.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
really a
true
horror
too.
movie.
Yeah.
That one
Even
kind of
though
fucked
we
me
killed
up.
people.
That one fucked me up.
Yeah,
'Cause I
he
wasn't
was a
expecting
dude.
him to beat the people.
Yeah.
Like once we got past a certain point, I was like, he's a fucking patient. But after that, I was like, before that, I was like, damn, this movie's.
That actually, was an honorable mention. It made $128 million way back in the day.
Yeah.
Which was a good movie for video. Honorable mention for The Conjuring. I still love The Conjuring.
I thought it was decent.
I don't like the pseudo sequels of like Annabelle and all that bullshit, but
Yeah.
I have enough killer doll in my life.
WWE got in on that too.
See No Evil.
No, I'm saying like they have a couple of like those spin-offs that they made after like the Annabelle. They have movies like that they helped make. And shit.
Oh, like Oculus and all that.
Yeah.
Can we trash an Oculus?
I actually liked Oculus.
I've never seen it.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was actually one of their better ones.
Better than us? I'm just asking. I don't know. Is it?
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna tell you no, but it's a decent horror movie. Like Papa would actually enjoyed it.
It creeps into your fear of like an inanimate object that doesn't really walk or talk.
Right.
Because you're projecting what you see in a mirror.
Gotcha.
Right? It's not like Mirrors with Keith Sutherland, but like it's that unknown fear of what you're really looking at.
Did y'all see that phone app movie where they download that app?
I haven't told you how long.
Days. Countdown.
No.
It looks. I don't know if it's out yet, but it looks fucking better than what you think.
It's not out yet. I want to see it.
I do too.
It looks fucking pretty. It looks because what was that movie that was kind of like it, but this one has a way better element to it. Is it like a missed call? One missed call.
I like One Missed Call.
It kind of has a thing like
I'm trying to remember that one.
Feel to that, but it's like I think it's better.
Or like When a Stranger Calls. That's a good one. It was. The remake was good. The old one was crap.
What was that one movie where the dude had like the fucked up basement? And
90% of horror movies.
No, like this. His basement was fucking wild. Like it had like all types of demonic possession things and.
Don't Breathe.
No.
Don't Breathe is good too.
What is
Jesus, it took forever for my phone to turn back on.
Why? You got to restart it?
No, I turned it off because Jenna kept blowing my phone up.
Oh. What else you got?
No, go ahead. I was going to tell you guys a story. I got to remember what movie it was first.
I always like the first Paranormal Activity. I know you don't like that stuff, but the first one was
the first one.
Yeah. I actually like Mark's ones more.
Right.
Yeah, I actually like that one.
Paranormal Activity way back when made $107 million, which is pretty good for the time. Because at that time, like found footage movies were kind of like, okay, let's pass on to something else.
Because
Blair Witch kind of exposed it.
Yeah.
Once people figured out it was.
But that's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing, though. It had already been out and past, and it's like wrestling, Right. For a while, people thought it was real or had real elements to it, like the fighting and stuff, for what that was. But then, after it came out, people could dissect it more. Then they were like, "Oh, this is all bullshit." Gotcha. So,
that's all I really got. I mean,
nice little. Appreciate you having some content, young man. What's up?
I try.
Do more times.
Bullshit.
I'm kidding. Keep your granny panties loose.
If you guys get the chance, you guys really need to watch 3 from Hell, though. It's
3 from Hell? We were just talking about that yesterday. Because I had showed, my girlfriend has never seen Devil's Rejects. So I had showed her the chicken fucking scene. And then I showed her the scene where Captain Spaulding rips old lady out the car and then like scares her son and shit. Yeah. And I looked at her, I was like, now just imagine how deep this could go, and this was like one of the bright spots. Like, I was just being real. So for most people that don't watch scary movies, that was like, whoa. But that's like not even tip of the iceberg for that fucking movie. You ain't scratched the surface. That movie went deep.
What did you say earlier? Candy Cane last year,
bro.
Yeah, because like after that, it was like, this movie's fucked. Like, the skin wearing and the
all of it, bro. Oh my god.
There's one scene in particular. Like I know I say this a lot, but it doesn't age well. Baby's talking about Chinese, Japanese. Look at these. She's like holding a gun to somebody's head. Oh god. Mm-hmm. Or she's got it down the woman's panties. And so it's like. She could pull the trigger at any moment. Mm-hmm. And like, Otis is over there laughing his ass off, like, oh my god.
Shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I remember whenever it first came out in 2005, your dad had got it. and or was it Papa? I know one of them had got it, and I had
It's probably Papa
seen
because
it, but
Tommy
not
doesn't
seen
like
it.
it.
And no, but I think he had got it thinking it was going to be something else. That's why, because I'm pretty sure I was in the room that he had watching it, because he had the PlayStation and all that crap. But I'm pretty sure because he had like cut it off, not knowing what it was. So I had seen like remember glimpses of it, but whenever I was like 18 or 19, I was in at AIT, and I went down to like the little rec room that we had, and this dude was watching it that had got held back from graduating. I was like, "Is this what the fuck I think it is?" I was like, "Is this Devil's Reject?" He was like, "Yep." And then fucked up shit proceeded to happen. I was like, "Golly, man."
And commercially, though, House of a Thousand Corpses, I know I got shit on at the time, but it's still really good. And it's held up really well, too.
What's that one movie? Night of the Living Dead, I think that's what it was. Where they had
Time up, which one? There's multiple.
Yeah. Well, the one where they had they were in the house and they had that bottle or whatever, and they had to put it over the door frames and shit, so the monsters and all that couldn't come through. But after like you wiped it or some shit, like they could cross through. You know what I'm talking about? I think that was Night of the Living Dead, but it could have been a different movie. But I had seen that movie like super young, and that movie kind of fucked me up too, because I was like, "What the fuck is going on, man? Like, is this what we watch? Is this like after you like turn 8? Do you not watch anything that's not cartoons anymore? Because this shit is too much for me." So
He's not lying.
crickets.
It really, like, that Chucky movie, like I said, really messed me up. And, like, as an adult, it's like, that was I supposed to.
Right.
What the
So
fuck?
before we
Sorry.
wrap up, what did you say your favorite like movie was all time?
Oh, Jesus.
You?
Any Freddy.
No, I'm holding your feet to the fire. Which one?
Well,
If you had to recommend, if someone was like,
Probably
you got
Freddy
one
2.
chance to impress me with a Freddy movie, what's the one?
I think Freddy 2.
well, I can change your answer.
Okay.
Right?
So,
You have to clarify when you ask people
Well, I
questions.
thought you meant Chucky.
No.
Chucky one. Sorry.
Child's Play, no.
No.
You can't show someone Child's Play and expect
Yeah.
them to understand what's actually happening
Right.
except for,
The beginning.
yeah,
Like the
yeah,
very
except
first
for-
scene. That's
Mhm.
it.
But if you're gonna go there, then Child's Play 2.
Child's
Fully
Play 2,
embodies.
Freddy 2.
It's kind of like they do the first one, and then on the second one, they know what they fucked up on the first one, so they can make it better in the second one.
Or they just add to it.
Yeah.
Or
Right. I don't disagree with those. Mine is going to be something similar to y'all's, and then have a little bit of fucked upness that I mentioned earlier. And that's just something now. If somebody was like, what's a movie that you think would like creep me out or scare me or have me feeling like weird after, Jeepers Creepers one. You gotta go watch it right now if you've never seen it. Not you. I'm saying if somebody was like, if they've never watched horror movies or they don't watch it and they haven't seen Jeepers Creepers, you need to watch that.
Or if you want to swear someone off horror movies entirely, just watch Human Centipede.
I was about to say that. Bro, I watched a fourth of that, and I'm like,
Oh,
I'm done.
bruh, have y'all seen I Spit on Your Grave, the remake one?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my God, good go for her. I was so happy for her. I had never wanted a woman to kill a man or many men in so many fucked up sadistic ways in my entire life, but I'm glad I got to witness that. Cause they fucking piece of shit, bro. That was just, I'm sorry for my language this evening. It's just, I'm not. He's right. But damn, that movie, it was fucked up and then gave you so much pleasure. Never mind. That analogy was going to go so south. So south. But
I wanted to tell you guys that story about when I was trying to remember what the hell that movie was. I just Googled it. It was When a Stranger Calls. I really wanted to see it when it came out. But I just started dating Jamie at that time. And we wanted to go to a movie. So we decided we were going to go see that. That was before I knew like PG-13 horror movies were shit. After that, I kind of learned. But there was just a whole bunch of shit that happened in that time. Like, we had to go pick up my mom's friend, who was a stripper, and she was drunk when she came with us to drop me off at the movies. So she was lecturing me the whole time on what to do. And when I got out, she handed me like $200. And my mom was like, he don't need that much. Like, I already gave him the money for the movie. Oh, he can have it. I'm like, fine. After that night, I started to go with her. Like, Mom, you want an escort to take her home? I can't remember her name now, but
Well, good.
no, bro. But it was supposed to be me and Jamie, and then the day it became me, Jamie, her aunt, her friend, and her brother. So I brought my cousin. So the whole time, her and her aunt and her friend were down there making out. Jamie and I was just sitting there watching the movie, and I'm trying to deal with her brother and my cousin, and she's mad because I didn't put my arm around her the whole movie. I was like, and that's when we're done. But I didn't even get to watch the fucking movie. I was up and down the whole time. Like, I didn't watch it until it came out with DVD.
Oh, I have a good story for Halloween, or like for the movie. He was there, and it was at the theater. And see, though, so this was a trap because these bastards purposely were like distracting me and fucking with me and shit. So we go to see Black Christmas, the first one, because they're coming out with another one. But the one that, or I think, was that Black Christmas a remake of another one?
Probably. I don't know.
I think so.
Black Christmas was like, are you talking about the recent one?
The 2006 one, I think.
The first one came out in 1977.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was a remake. So the one that came out in 06, we had seen that. So this is just a awkward situation to begin with. I'm gonna tell you why. This is just backstory. So he goes out. He goes with my ex, and then I go with my ex's friend to the movie. So it's me going with my ex's friend, and he went with my ex. So it was already awkward. So then I'm worried, and similar to his situation, she's mad at me because I'm not holding her hand, and I'm like, well, it's kind of awkward to hold your hand, sweet pea. My ex is like right here, you know, so this is just awkward. So between him, her, and the other her, and they're jibber jabbering in the movie, and the popcorn in my lap, and the soda's just all around, ollie oxygen free. And then I'm turning my head while I'm trying to look at the movie, and then somebody say something real sarcastic. So
It was probably me.
I turned and looked, I talked, and then something crazy happened. Then somebody started to scream, and I just jumped, and then the popcorn went flew in the air, landed and everything, and the pop just went splash, splash, splash.
On the people in front of her.
Bro, so then it's just me in the middle of all that, and these assholes get up and move down like 3 seats to the end of the movie, and I'm just sitting in there with my hands, popcorn seeds in my nuts and shit, and I was just like, that fucking suck, don't it? Don't it? Like, you can't get no lower than that. I get no play tonight. I look like a fool. I'm gonna smell like popcorn for days. My feet are wet. People in front of me is pissed off. I don't even know the plot no more. Fuck this shit. Take it easy. We getting out of here.
No, so they're doing a remake. They're doing another remake, and me and him sit in the theater. I just look over at him, and he's over there just giving me the gassiest look ever.
I had to make sure. I'm like, is that Black Christmas? Is this Black Christmas?
Yeah.
Like 30 seconds Black Christmas. I'm like, oh my god. Right. Well, thanks, Scott, for coming through.
Right.
Joining us. We can do this many more times if you want. Next time we're gonna be on your back. Tom, you can always hold the camera anytime. And I'll make all the noises and stuff. All right, guys. Take it easy. Appreciate it.